What's going on YouTube? It's Giga here, bringing you some more Series 10 Wi-Fi battles with live commentary. For one last time, we are using the Necrozma team. I was originally going to try and find a Giratina, ironically Giratina team, but I couldn't find one. So hoping that we can at least get some good games in with this team. So looking at my opponent's team, like I said, it is Giratina, and it's also Mono Ghost. It is Mimikyu with a Marowak, Delmise, a Jellicent, Giratina, and Runigris. So Moltres, Necrozma with Pincurchin and Dusclops feels just really good here. Even if you set up the Trick Room, right, we have access to Shadow, or not Shadow Sneak, Nightshade. We also Sucker Punch on Pincurchin, and Pincurchin is slower than everything on this team. Necrozma will ignore Mimikyu's Disguise with Sunsteel Strike, which actually doesn't matter if we try and break you first with Fiery Wrath. I did the wings for Moltres. What we do have to potentially worry about play rough, like protect from whatever is next to Mimikyu and then play rough. So okay, so it is gonna be Mimikyu Marowak. So like I said, I am worried about the potential of protect Marowak and play rough onto me. I still would like to go for it. I'm going to do that. I'm going to click Sunsteel Strike into you. We do, like I said, have Pincurchin. So if you set up Trick Room, that's fine. I do, yeah, that was really obvious. I really should have just protected, but you know, Play Rough can miss. Play Rough can miss. We are definitely going to be slower than Necrozma, or with Necrozma. You could be going for a Trick Room. You could be going for a Trick Room, although the Play Rough is very obvious, as we will see. Oh, yep, you are going for a Trick Room. You tricky, tricky dog. Sunsteel Strike gonna come out, so this will do a ton of damage into Mimikyu. Boom, we get the knockout. So overall, that's a really good start. I thought you were gonna try and set up on me, but I mean, like, that's fine, right? We got Pincurchin. If they were able to set up Trick Room, we are going to see Runigris, so probably another Trick Room setter here. I would like to just very much Fiery Wrath, and I'm way more worried about Marowak than Runigris, so I'm going to do this. Like I said, we do have access to, what's it called? Pincurchin, as we aren't going to pick up a KO on either, unfortunately. We do get a nice little critical hit. The question, though, is, okay, I was going to say, are we going to be faster than this Marowak? It looks like yes, so we will be able to get the second knockout there. So that's huge for us. Granted, I mean, it's Mono Ghost, and we happen to have a Dark type with a spread move. So, I mean, it is what it is. It's ladder. It's towards the end. People are having fun with it. We're getting some Halloween teams as Giratina going to come out. Unfortunately, I have not tried this form of Giratina, but we have used the other one, so I guess that counts. I guess we've used every restricted, and there's no reason to click anything other than Fiery Wrath and a big Sunsteel Strike into this Giratina. It could still come back. No, it can't. Interesting. Cuts that berry. Are you reversing your Trick Room? Because you cuts that berry. We are going to see a Shadow Force come out. I think it's fine to sacrifice. Yeah, I think you're trying to reverse the Trick Room. So now, what happens? Giratina, Shadow Forcing. So I'm going to go for a Fiery Wrath. Yeah, I'm just going to straight Fiery Wrath here and then swap into Pincurchin. Pincurchin doing the least, unfortunately, but, you know, still doing something. If you hit, I mean, there's no way you hit into, what's it called, my Moltres, and even if you do, we're max HP, right? Like, I'm gonna take that hit, no problem. So Shadow Force comes out. Such a cool animation. Such a cool animation. Pincurchin eats that. Fiery Wrath gonna come out. You could be Weakness Policy. Okay, so we are gonna at least find out if you're Weakness Policy, which it looks like you are. But at this point, right, we have double Sucker Punch. So we can very easily just Sucker Punch once and Sucker Punch twice, and you can't actually do anything about that. So we can just get that Pincurchin going in for the first one, And it looks like, yeah, Pincurchin's going to clean that up. So, I mean, overall, a good first game. Like I said, it is mono poison or mono ghost. So, Moltres has a little bit of an advantage, but we'll take what we can get. And yeah, let's just keep rocking and rolling and move to the next one. All right, battle number 2, and it is the Groudon team that's kind of just been popping up everywhere. But I think a slight twist on it. So it's Charizard Tapu Koko with Incin, Groudon, Porygon 2, and Venusaur. So I like Kingdra Moltres with Politoed and Necrozma. I don't necessarily know how much Necrozma is going to do here. Obviously, it doesn't like Charizard or Incin or Groudon. But if we can get past that, we're in a really good spot. We're not actually going to push for Trick Room. So what I'm hoping, though, is I'm hoping that my opponent thinks we are and brings Porygon 2. Because if you're bringing Porygon 2, that's basically one less thing to worry about. And what's nice is that Kingdra has a really good advantage, just all things considered. And so hopefully we can like really utilize that. What might be a little tricky is switching in, switching into Politoed safely. But Politoed does have the ability to recover a lot. Other than Koko, there's nothing that really scares it too much. So we do have to be very cognizant of Koko, as we are going to see Incin Venusaur. So that's actually pretty fine for me. I would like to double protect. Let's double protect here. And then figure out who I want to attack. Probably going to... Yeah, let's go for a... Let's actually protect here and go for... Yeah, let's double protect. I want to see where you're trying to attack and with what. We have revealed that we have... That we have Politoed, but I feel like I'm definitely going to bring it to this matchup. We could see a switch out. That's what I'm thinking, right? You want to switch out one of these into Groudon or do it the next turn. The issue right now is the fact that Incin is slower than Moltres. So I can't even safely swap in because you will overwrite the weather. So we are going to see a fake out come out onto Moltres. So I'm really glad I didn't try to set up there. And we will see a Grass Knot come out onto Kingdra. So what I'm thinking is we go for a Hydro Pump here and a swap in a Politoed. This is a little bit risky, like I said, just given the fact that if you bring out Groudon, if you swap out Incin for Groudon, that's really bad. So we will see the swap out into Politoed. You could think I'm gonna bait you. Please don't switch. If you don't switch and we KO the Incin, Necrozma is in a fantastic spot. Yep, this is gonna be a Groudon. Yep, this is 100% Groudon. Yep, there's Groudon. What? We definitely can take a Grass Knot on Kingdra. We will see Grass Knot come out. This is going to do... Yeah, we can take that. As we see Life Orb on you. Oh, we do miss. That's awkward. Let's bring out Moltres here. Moltres can Fiery Wrath. I want to preserve Politoed as much as possible. Missing that was not fun. It's fine. We can still come back from that. Like I said, we do have the ability to use Politoed. Politoed is a really good option to have for dealing with a lot of this, and we should, like I said, be able to protect. I'm guessing when you see that, you're going to say, hey, I'm going to switch in onto the other slot. You could... What? We are going to see a Sludge Bomb come out. Good call into Moltres. Very good call. And what? Rock Slide. So very, very good read here. Moltres is going to dodge, thankfully. I'm going to switch out into Politoed here and go for a... Fiery Wrath. This is an aggressive read. This is a very aggressive read. You might switch out. Politoed can take a hit. So what I'm thinking, right, is if you hit me You trigger my citrus with a sludge bomb, puts me to +1. I don't think I'm going to outspeed anything though, so that makes things really tricky. As we will see, a swap out perfect. I'm guessing this is Ensign. Yep, that's going to be Ensign. So if you go for a sludge bomb onto Moltres, we will be able to Fiery Wrath at +1. As okay, you're just going to protect. That's fine with me. What do we do now? What do we do now? That did nothing. Ew. Let's bring out Necros. Do I want to bring out Necrozma? No, I don't. I'm gonna protect here and go for an Air Slash on a Venusaur. This is a little bit risky, but if you fake out Moltres, you're not gonna KO Moltres, and you're gonna trigger my Citrus Berry. So I'm hoping that will let me heal up enough. You should, want to target in a Politoed? I'm hoping you fake out in a Politoed. Fake out, into Moltres, but crit, a little unfortunate. You are going to proc Berserk, and you are going to trigger my Citrus Berry. So that's really good for us. But this means, unfortunately, we are not going to be able to take 2 Sludge Bombs. As we will see, yeah, a Sludge Bomb into Moltres. This was a very easy turn. I'm going to just go for... I'm going to just Scald here and go for a Air Slash onto you. Definitely an unfortunate turn. If you stay in, yeah, you're going to swap out into Groudon. If we burn Groudon, though, this is essentially game over. Not essentially, but it puts us in a really great spot. Yeah, it was such an easy protect on Moltres. I don't really have an excuse as... Oh, okay. You're going to hit in the Politoed. Politoed's going to tank that because Politoed's a beast. So this means that we have a chance of... Perfect. I was going to say, if we miss that, we are going to KO this Venusaur. Boom. Okay, huge. And now this lets us get off a really big hit onto this Groudon. Right? We get the Scald off. Big quote-unquote chance to burn. Boom. Okay, as long as you're not Lumberry, we're good. And Survey says you're not. So overall, I'm really happy with that. We are going to significantly reduce Groudon's output damage. We also do have a fair bit of defensive bulk on the Moltres. So we do have a chance to deal with it that way. We can also now swap out from Politoed into Kingdra as, ooh, the exciting memory. Charizard. What a cool mark there. I'm going to swap into Necrozma and go for a Fiery Wrath, right? Like, I'm not going to get it. Charizard, what? We're banking on a Rock Slide miss and okay, Heat Wave is not going to miss. Onto Moltres. That's fine. Yeah, I'm fine with that happening that way, because what that means is we can double up both slots, right? Precipice Blades, that's fine. We can bring out Politoed Kingdra. So this means we do lose the Weather War, but we can at least aggressively target into both slots, right? We can say, hey, Politoed here, Kingdra here. We have a free Hydro Pump guaranteed into the Charizard slot. Yeah, we guaranteed into the Charizard slot, as well as a Hydro Pump into the other slot. Or not a Hydro Pump, a Scald. So we can Hydro Pump Kingdra and then Scald into Groudon. Yeah, we Scald here and Hydro Pump here. As long as we hit Hydro Pump, we're in a really good shape. And what's nice is we do have Ice Beam on Kingdra, which means that even if you change the weather, we do have a way to deal super effective damage onto Groudon, which isn't something to like scoff at. As we are going to see the Groudon switch out, makes sense. We should, in theory, be able to KO Ensign in the rain. You could protect Charizard. Protecting Charizard would actually be really smart here. And probably what we're going to see as no. And ugh! We are unfortunately going to miss the Hydro Pump onto them and not pick up the KO onto Incin. Double protect here feels fine. Yeah, let's double protect. Let's do protect here and protect here as well. You're probably gonna swap out one of these into yeah, you're gonna swap out into Groudon. That makes the most sense. Trying to get some boost up. We will at least quote unquote get some chip onto Charizard as a result of what's it called? As a result of the solar power. So I guess every little bit of damage counts. We do have Ice Beam pressure onto it as well. So what we can do is we can double. Oh no, we want to Heat Wave. It looks like it's specs locked, which I'm okay with. We are gonna see solar power just slowly eating away at it. I want to say Politoed can win the endgame versus Groudon and that. So I'm gonna double up into Charizard. Let's do this because Charizard looks locked. So I feel fine switching it up. We're gonna see, yeah. So I'm guessing Charizard is choice locked, and so what I'm hoping is if we can KO Incin with this Scald, right? If we KO with the Scald, we are gonna be in a fantastic spot overall. Ice Beam gonna come out, please KO. It's really good damage. It's really good damage from Kingdra. P-Blade's gonna unfortunately double connect, so we will lose both Politoed and Kingdra, or not both. We will lose Kingdra. Scald can come out into Incin. Fortunately, not enough for a KO. Precipice Blades can miss, so we have an easy protect here. We have a protect here as well as, yeah, we're gonna protect here and hope that, yeah, we can protect. We can do that. And then what'll happen is if they miss the Precipice Blades, we need them to miss Precipice Blades the next turn or Rock Slide, and that'll let us KO Incin. And then we need to see what they're gonna switch to with Charizard as P-Blades. Yep, gonna come out. Politoed gonna get some recovery up. Unfortunately, yeah, if they hit P-Blades, we're dead. We are going to see Groudon doesn't have that long left, but Scald here. Like I said, we need to survive the double up. It could be Darkest Lariat on Incin, which isn't fun, but you never know. Yeah, this is a really tricky spot. I really wish I hadn't brought Incin, or not Incin, Necrozma. I think Dusclops would have been just such a better choice, all things considered. We are unfortunately going to get hit with the Precipice Blades, so Politoed tried its best, worked real hard, but it's going to go down. So overall, a really good second one, or maybe third one. I forget what battle this is. Anyway, it's a short episode, so let's just keep rocking and rolling and play one more. All right, last battle of the day, and it is a Zacian team. It is Zacian, Incineroar, Pelipper, Rillaboom with Nidoking and Grimmsnarl. I like what? Probably these four. Let's try these four. I need to set up Trick Room, and I don't think they can deny it unless they have Taunt. Taunt is really their only way. I could have led what's his face? Necrozma to try and scare them away. But if they don't have Taunt on Grimmsnarl or Incin, we're in a really good spot. I know that we can very safely take a hit from Rillaboom, but we do have to obviously be a little bit cognizant of it, as we are going to see Grim. Okay, Grim Rillaboom is fine. We do want to switch out Politoed, obviously, into Necrozma is a really fine switch here. And yeah, we can very easily switch into Necrozma for Polytoad and try and set up a Trick Room. Knockoff, I'm not even super worried about. The only thing really is going to be, like I said, that taunt. We are going to see Lagging Tail. Lagging Tail, not ideal. So actually what I'm thinking is a... that's so annoying. Protect and Trick Room. And what that means is then I can swap in and go first with the what's it called, the Shadow Sneak, to guaranteed set up the policy before you can trick me or Lagging Tail, as we will see Fake Tears. Okay, is this a special Rillaboom? Nope, just gonna be a Wood Hammer. That's fine. We will get up the Trick Room. That's great. We can now swap into Necrozma. Yeah, we have a free swap into Necrozma here, and then go for a Shadow Sneak onto the Polytoad slot. And then, interesting, so I don't really know, it's interesting, right? Fake Tears is interesting, for sure, but Necrozma guaranteed to at least get off Weakness Policy. We're going to take absolutely nothing. Thanks, Dusclops, doing great. Set up and get to that huge Weakness Policy boost. As Woodhammer, once again, yeah, you're going to do not that much. And it looks like an attack coming out from Grimmsnarl, so I'm guessing a Spirit Break. Yep, Spirit Break into Clopsy Boy. Clopsy Boy going to absolutely eat that up. Special attack drop, that's fine. We probably, what, KO... What is a bigger threat? I'm going to say Rillaboom. I'm going to say you're going to swap out Grim and stay in with Rillaboom. So I'm going to Sunsteel Strike here and go for a Nightshade on a Grimmsnarl, right? I'm going to say you're going to try to either give me a Lagging Tail or swap out. We are going to see, yep, the trick going to come out onto Necrozma. That's fine because Lagging Tail is not going to take effect until the subsequent turn. So we will at least be able to KO this Rillaboom pretty safely as... Yep, here comes Sunsteel Strike. We are going to move last, but I think that's not a big issue. Like I said, all things considered. This will definitely... Yeah, okay, great. Rillaboom going to go down. We, expect Ensign in the back? You definitely have. There's no way you don't bring Ensign to this matchup. And so what I'm thinking is protect Necrozma and just try and keep Nightshading onto Ensign just to lower it as much as possible. We do obviously have to be a little bit cognizant of Zacian. Oh! Nidoking! Nidoking. Fascinating. I'm going to go for... let's Protect. Nope. Let's go for Protect here. I don't really have a reason to go for anything else. And I am going to Nightshade the Nidoking. So now it makes sense. It makes sense why you have, what's it called? Fake Tears. You're trying to set up for Nidoking in this endgame, as Fake Tears is going to come out perfect into my protecting little Necrozma. This will let me set up a Nightshade onto Nidoking, and that's good damage. That's really good damage. Earth Power going to come out. We probably just take that. Let's see how many turns of Trick Room. Polytoad is... Yeah, Polytoad is in a good position for cleaning up. Let's, like I said, just quickly see the Trick Room turns. If there's two... Let's Photon Geyser anyway and go for a Nightshade onto Nidoking. We will probably, and by probably, we're going to lose Necrozma, but that's probably fine. We will at least get a decent chunk of damage off onto this Nidoking. Yeah, we're putting it in pretty low. Oh, wow. Okay, that changes everything. Okay, I 100% am fine with that. We should see Zacian, so that's a little bit tricky, but we do have Polytoad, so we do have the option of Perish Song. We can sacrifice Necrozma for a free swap into Polytoad and try to Trick Room that way. And that should guarantee it as... Yep, we are going to see Zacian. I'm going to just go for... Ooh, Blue Boy. I'm going to just double up the Zacian slot. Actually, I'm not going to double it. I'm going to Trick Room and attack into Zacian. So I'm going to go for a Sunsteel Strike here, and then just go for a Trick Room. If we get it, obviously that's huge. It means you attacked into Necrozma. But if you don't, right, like either way, it's good for us. We will see a close combat into Necrozma. Necrozma going to take that. So this is fantastic spot for us. You're dropping your defenses. We should live a Spirit Break onto either of these. Yeah, onto Clopsy Boy. Maybe not. Yeah, Clopsy Boy is going to take that. We don't care about that special attack drop because we just use Nightshade. Sunsteel Strike should KO at -1. I can't really see any way for the Zacian to live that. Yep, we're at +2. You're at -1, and we now are going to be able to set up the Trick Room. We do have a free Sunsteel Strike onto this onto this Grimmsnarl, and as well as a free Nightshade here. So overall, really good games. I'm glad we got to use a diverse thing for the last video featuring this. I'm going to be gone for the next couple days. I might try to do like a cool thing that I've wanted to do for a while to end Series 10. We'll see about that. Like I said, all things considered. We'll figure out the rental team status as well. I'm hoping to get 5, but I actually don't think that that's possible. I think I'm going to try and get 3 this month. Let's just quickly take a look. Ironhead, Protect plus Combat. Cool. Pretty standard. Pelipper, yeah. Rillaboom. Interesting. Miracle Seed with high horsepower. Cool. I'm actually shocked you didn't go for that. Nidoking. Really wanted to see more of it. Is this AV? It's Life Orb. Okay. Yeah, really would have liked to see more from the Nidoking, but it is what it is. Grimmsnarl, luckily for us, was not screens because that really helped with the damage. But like I said, overall, really good battles. Hopefully the next time you see me will either be for a special thing to end the series or Series 11. So until next time, I hope all of you are wonderful, and I'll see you then.